To fully grasp the weight of this latest drama, it's worth revisiting the roller coaster that is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's relationship. Once Hollywood's ultimate power couple, Kim and Kanye, often dubbed Kimye, captivated the world with their lavish lifestyle, headline-grabbing antics, and undeniable chemistry. From their star-studded 2014 wedding in Italy to their appearances at fashion weeks and award shows, they were the epitome of celebrity royalty. Together, they built a family of 4 children, blending Kim's reality TV empire with Kanye's groundbreaking music and fashion ventures. But beneath the glitz, cracks began to form. Kanye's public struggles with mental health, including his bipolar disorder diagnosis, strained their marriage, as did his increasingly erratic behavior, from his 2020 presidential run to controversial statements that alienated fans and brands alike. Kim, meanwhile, was evolving into a more serious public figure, pursuing criminal justice reform and expanding her business ventures. By 2021, the couple announced their divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The split was amicable on paper, with Kim emphasizing her commitment to co-parenting and praising Kanye as a father. But tensions simmered, particularly as Kanye aired grievances on social media, accusing Kim of gatekeeping their children and criticizing her then-boyfriend, Pete Davidson. The current cease and desist letter marks a new low in their post-divorce dynamic, bringing Bianca Censori into the fray and reigniting debates about Kim and Kanye's parenting styles. For fans who followed their saga for over a decade, this latest chapter feels like a continuation of a familiar pattern. Kanye's penchant for dramatic gestures clashing with Kim's calculated restraint. The Bianca factor. A new player in the Kardashian-West drama. Bianca Censori's emergence as a key figure in this dispute has sent shockwaves through the celebrity gossip sphere. The Australian architect, who married Kanye in a private ceremony in 2022, has largely stayed out of the public eye, appearing alongside Kanye at fashion events and international outings, but avoiding the spotlight that Kim so effortlessly commands. Her decision to co-sign the cease and desist letter has thrust her into uncharted territory, positioning her as a direct adversary to Kim in a way that feels both bold and risky. Little is known about Bianca's relationship with Kim and Kanye's children, and her involvement in a family law matter raises questions about her intentions. Is she genuinely concerned about the children's well-being, or is she acting as Kanye's proxy in a bid to assert her influence? Some insiders speculate that Bianca's role may be driven by loyalty to Kanye, who has a history of enlisting those close to him in his battles. Kanye's always had a strong personality, and those around him often get swept up in his vision, a source noted. Bianca signing that letter suggests she's all in with Kanye's narrative, but it's a gamble. For Kim, Bianca's involvement is likely a bitter pill to swallow. As a mother who has fiercely protected her children's privacy while navigating their public personas, Kim may see Bianca's accusations as an overstep. Kim's not just dealing with Kanye here, she's dealing with someone who's essentially a stranger to her kids, calling her parenting into question, an insider said. That's bound to hit a nerve. Fan reactions. Team Kim versus Team Kanye. As news of the cease and desist letter spread, social media erupted with reactions from fans, many of whom have taken sides in the Kim-Kanye feud. On platforms like X, hashtags like #Kim Kardashian, #Kanye West, and Bianca Censori trended as users dissected the allegations and shared their takes. A significant portion of fans rallied behind Kim, praising her as a dedicated mother and dismissing Kanye's claims as unfounded. Kim's been raising those kids practically single-handedly while Kanye's off doing whatever, one X user wrote. This letter is just him trying to stay relevant. Others, however, expressed sympathy for Kanye, arguing that he's been unfairly sidelined in the co-parenting arrangement. Kanye's not perfect, but he loves his kids, another user posted. If he feels like Kim's keeping them from him, maybe there's some truth to it. Bianca's involvement drew mixed reactions, with some applauding her for standing by Kanye and others criticizing her for meddling in a family dynamic she's not part of. Bianca needs to stay in her lane, one commenter quipped. This is between Kim and Kanye. The polarized reactions reflect the enduring fascination with Kim and Kanye's personal lives, a fascination that has fueled their fame for years. Whether it's Kim's reality TV empire or Kanye's musical genius, their ability to generate buzz, intentionally or not, remains unmatched. Expert opinions. What does this mean for Kim and Kanye? To shed light on the legal and cultural implications of this drama, we reached out to experts in family law and celebrity branding. Family law attorney Rachel Steinman, who has handled high-profile divorce cases, believes the cease and desist letter is unlikely to hold up in court. The allegations in the letter are vague and lack corroborating evidence, Steinman explained. Claims like leaving a child unattended or denying access to a parent require substantial proof, and the public record already contradicts some of these assertions. Kim's legal team will likely move to have this dismissed unless Kanye and Bianca can produce something concrete. Steinman also noted that Bianca's involvement could complicate matters. In family law, third parties like a new spouse typically don't have standing to make claims about parenting unless they're a legal guardian or step-parent with significant involvement, she said. Bianca's role here seems more symbolic than substantive, but it could backfire by antagonizing Kim and making negotiations more contentious. From a branding perspective, celebrity PR expert Lila Monroe sees the letter as a double-edged sword for Kanye. Kanye's always thrived on controversy. It's part of his brand, Monroe said, but accusing Kim of being a bad mother risks alienating fans who see her as a relatable, hardworking mom. He's playing a dangerous game, especially with Bianca's name attached. For Kim, Monroe predicts a continuation of her above-the-fray strategy. Kim's learned to let her actions speak louder than words, she said. By staying silent and letting her legal team handle this, she's reinforcing her image as the mature, stable parent. The cultural impact. Why this feud matters. Beyond the personal stakes, the Kim-Kanye-Bianca drama taps into broader cultural conversations about celebrity, parenting, and public perception. Kim Kardashian, once dismissed as a reality TV star with no substance, has transformed herself into a cultural juggernaut, leveraging her fame to build a business empire and advocate for social causes. Her ability to navigate scandals while maintaining her brand's integrity is a testament to her savvy, but it also makes her a lightning rod for criticism. Kanye West, meanwhile, remains one of the most polarizing figures in entertainment. His genius as a musician and designer is undeniable, but his erratic behavior and controversial statements have cost him partnerships and alienated portions of his fan base. The cease and desist letter, with its inflammatory accusations, fits into a pattern of Kanye using public platforms to air grievances, a strategy that has yielded mixed results. Bianca Tensori's role adds a fresh dimension to the narrative, highlighting the complexities of blended families in the public eye. As Kanye's wife, she's navigating a delicate balance between supporting her husband and carving out her own identity, all while facing scrutiny from Kim's loyal fan base. Her involvement in this dispute could define her public persona moving forward, for better or worse. What's next? Scenarios for the drama's evolution. As the dust settles on the cease and desist letter, several scenarios could play out. In the most likely outcome, Kim's legal team will file a response refuting the allegations, potentially seeking to have the letter dismissed for lack of merit. Given the public evidence contradicting Kanye's claims, such as photos of him with the children and the implausibility of the Met Gala accusation, this could be resolved quietly, with no significant changes to the custody arrangement. Alternatively, Kanye and Bianca could double down, escalating the matter to court. This would be a riskier move, as it would require them to substantiate their claims with concrete evidence, something they may struggle to produce. A court battle would also thrust the children further into the spotlight, a prospect Kim has worked to avoid despite their public profiles. Another possibility is that this is all a publicity stunt, designed to keep Kanye and Bianca relevant amid Kim's ongoing dominance of the cultural conversation. Kanye has a history of using controversy to fuel his creative output, and a high-profile feud with Kim could pave the way for new music, fashion collaborations, or media projects. If this is the case, Kim's refusal to engage publicly could deflate the narrative. forcing Kanye to pivot. Finally, there's the chance of a private resolution. Despite their differences, Kim and Kanye have occasionally shown a willingness to put their children first, as evidenced by their amicable divorce settlement. A mediated conversation, facilitated by their attorneys, could lead to clearer co-parenting guidelines, addressing Kanye's concerns about access and Kim's concerns about consistency. Conclusion: a saga that keeps on giving. The Kim Kardashian. Kanye-West-Bianca sensory drama is a reminder of why this family remains a cultural obsession. Their ability to blend personal turmoil with public spectacle is unmatched, drawing millions into their orbit with every new development. For Kim, this is yet another challenge to overcome, one she's likely to handle with the same grace and determination that have defined her career. For Kanye and Bianca, it's a high-stakes gambit that could either solidify their narrative or backfire spectacularly. As we await the next twist in this saga, one thing is certain: the world will be watching. Whether it's a courtroom showdown, a social media bombshell, or a quiet resolution, the Kardashian-West story is far from over. Stay tuned for updates, because in the world of Kim and Kanye, the drama never truly ends.